Cool.
So I'm gonna look around for tracks and see where their party went off to.
Okay, you can see that, some tracks move off into the jungle further away. Yeah, they're just heading like deep out. So it looks like a bit of a camp had been formed here. It looks like they're traveling a lot heavier than you guys are. There's a few people in their group, and they're heading away, and maybe they're taking something with them.
Okay, maybe they're dragging half of a road.
Are there slither marks as well? Are there huts among them?
Sure, why not?
They have a slightly more successful version of our party.
Are we sure this isn't our ship?
They managed to kill a nerve.
No, this is definitely the Starfuckers ship.
Can I check and see if there's anything in the ship that is salvageable that they haven't taken?
You're looking around, you do see there's a few abandoned bits of
if they left any
like
weapons.
electronics and technical things that none of them seem to work.
What if we could find Derek Starfucker's commode? Because you can learn a lot by examining somebody's shit. Remember that show that was on TV? And they used to make people shit in a container.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'd analyze it and they'd be like, well, it looks like you're harboring a lot of ill will towards your fellow man. You can see there's some really dark, bloody streaks in your shit here. So like maybe we could get Terps to fucking examine
The toilet
shit.
seems fairly intact.
Okay, well, as much as I do appreciate my good friend, the Hut, suggesting I siphon through the shit, I wonder, is it still worth salvaging some of this electrical equipment if we can find the source of the disruption? Potentially we can neutralize that and then we can use the equipment.
Wait, are we assuming that the jamming's coming from the ship though?
No, I think the jamming's from the planet. I think that's the cause of the whole trapezoid. And I think if we can find out what's at the heart of that, potentially it's the ill-fated gem that we're after. Not to spook anyone, but it is cursed. I'm just thinking maybe...
Oh yeah, I forgot.
This is why I brought you along. Occasionally you have
I forgot that
moments
we were even looking for
of
the
clarity.
The gem.
I forgot about the gem.
Where you think with your brain
just, like,
instead of your
My
dick.
heart.
The
Exactly, yes.
Zolkeen gem.
So I just wonder, potentially we could acquire some of these electrical items, but they might encumber us until we decide whether or not they are useful. Alternatively, I mean, is there anything around this place which will give us some indication of where we should be heading?
Hey, listen. We don't know shit.
Your
We follow
line of sight.
Derek. We stay at a distance. We figure out what he knows. We kill him. We take his stuff.
I'm with Amiibo.
They have a larger party than ours, and they're already better equipped.
Hey, they don't have one thing that we have. Amiibo.
Death sticks.
A lot of drugs. Half a pod.
So,
But I was gonna say, the element of surprise.
But it's very true, very true. Okay.
so from where you are, like the trees are so tall that you just cannot see that far in any direction. Like you can't see more than like 50 feet. Like just it's so dense. There's so much going on all around you that maybe from a better perspective you might be able to see.
Ah, I see. So I'm gonna climb the tree, and I'm gonna get to the canopy, where we already discovered there was something crawling around up there. So actually I've decided this is probably quite ill thought.
You can also fly, Tubbs.
I can hover, I can't fly.
What about if we set up like a pulley system whereby we can hoist Pod up to the top of the canopy, get him to look around? Because then if there is something
That's a
up
lot
there...
safer for me.
Yeah, and if Pod's only half man, he's half the man he used
So
to be.
I would like to use my survival, my
I
cunning.
don't know how I feel about this.
So I'm going to use my
Get him to
survival.
look around, and then if he gets killed, well, no big loss.
Are we saying survival? I want to basically see if I can rig up a pulley system using vines.
This is going to be a hard
So
roll.
what's that? Is that going to be 4?
Hoist Pod up there.
Three
okay.
purples.
Because I'm pretty good. Oh,
Yeah, that's a success.
Success, yeah.
there you go. So
Straight success.
I'm pretty good when it comes
Okay,
to
you
the
managed to make this
men
pulley
thing.
system that extends hundreds of meters into this tree.
What I've done is I've utilised some of the vines which are already present on the tree, but I've managed to fasten them in such a way.
What are these kinds of vines?
They're Barothian thick vines.
So you know that sometimes they'll grow on a loop,
They
the
certainly-
ends rot off, and
they
can
grow both ways.
naturally.
They're bisectoid vines, and
Perfect.
Equally, what's great about them is they normally hinge around a large nut, which can act as a wheel in this circumstance. So,
Perfect.
again, using my knowledge of the environment.
Nature, yes.
We can now attach the basket I've made with Pod in it, and my brawny friend here can wheel Pod up into the sky.
want to go up there.
Just tell us what you see, Pod.
Fuck, please. Please don't.
So
Yeah,
Pod,
Pod, I
so
think
we're
it's
going to
the best
hoist
you got
Pod
there.
up into the canopy.
Just gonna
What's going on up?
whisk him up. Okay, cool.
And I'm assuming we can still hear him.
Yeah. Fuck.
How's it going, Pod? Are there any animals up there? Any lookers? I mean,
I don't know.
what can you see?
Oh, wait, what's that? What's that over there in the distance? There's a clearing of some kind. It almost looks like a town.
Fantastic.
Nice.
It's real shiny.
Pod, which direction is that, Pod?
Good job.
It's that way.
You can see him
Wait,
pointing.
do we trust Pod though?
Yeah, he's a bothan.
It's that way.
They're great at bringing us
Oh,
information.
What if he's working with Derek Starfucker though this whole time? Even though he's like mangled and stuff. Do we trust him? He might be leading us.
something's coming.
I say-
real fucking
Are
big.
we bringing him down? Are we
No,
bringing
just fucking leave him.
Bring him down, bring him down.
We've gone through a lot. We've gone through a lot. No,
Whoever's
no.
holding onto the vine,
sure
you
it's-
just get wrenched like 20 feet into the air.
You're the brawn.
Me?
Yeah.
All right.
They go the vine.
Can I deploy my costume as a parachute and float back downstairs?
A hard agility.
All right,
three
a hard
purples
agility.
roll.
So what's your agility? 1.
Yo.
Okay. So
It's gonna be a tough one.
This is pretty much impossible.
Oh, it's a fail.
That's double fail.
Cool, yeah. You fall to the ground and you take 2 damage.
2 damage.
As you let go of the vine. About 15 seconds later, just a single Bothan arm just flops down
Damn.
onto the soil right
Oh,
next to
we
you.
found Pod a new arm.
Oh, make sure to bring him down as well.
Hey, Pod, we got you a new arm, mate.
Just flecks of blood kind of just like patter down around you.
Did
very
we hear
briefly.
any
Wait, catch his blood, we
noise?
need
You
that
can, you can hear like a
transfusion.
growling and a grunting, but whatever's up there,
Do you have like a
Very
lore
hard
roll
to
that
see.
you can,
I can see if I can find out. Yeah, I've got.
based on the growling and the
Is it a
grunting?
hard?
yeah, give me a hard.
Bring him a hard growl.
We need to find out what this thing is. No, you don't know.
It's a fail with 2 advantage.
Okay, you know that this is definitely a large predator that
Carnivorous.
is carnivorous and must be
Holy
good
shit.
at stealth. If you guys can't see it very well, like it must be camouflage or very good at hunting
Meebo's
in
butt is
this
clenched like
this
super
type
tight
of
right now.
environment. You have a few guesses of what it could be, but you wouldn't like to air those thoughts based on.
Certainly. I mean, I'd hate to be wrong.
Listen,
I've got credibility amongst my friends.
it's just fed, so let's get out of here quickly
I'm
before he gets hungry again.
Do we need anything from the ship?
Look, wait, grab whatever you can carry.
I grab whatever I can carry.
Okay,
Me too.
You find 4 new food
Oh,
items.
fantastic.
What did I find?
Food times 4.
So
times
rummaging
2.
around, so this ship looks like it was very, very well supplied, and that the supplies have been kind of laid out quite neatly and stored as if they've set this up as a little bit of a base camp.
Okay.
This
Starfighter's
place looks
returning.
very, very well prepared.
You think
You
he's
can
gonna
see-
return here?
Well, if they've made this base camp, I'd assume that they're scouting out to come back here to make a proper voyage.
Night is beginning to fall.
Hey, Rebo, can we set up some kind of tripwire grenade trap if they come back? You know.
I don't know if you remember in the far distant
Is
future.
Pod is
there's-
dead, right? Like
I think,
so
yeah,
we
yeah,
can
I mean, yeah,
safely
he's
assume that
either.
he's now got
Except no
one
trap, come on.
broken arm,
One
no legs, and a missing arm now.
But, well, it's a question of how would a predator
What?
rip an arm off and not eat
How
it?
did we just have an arm? Do we actually have
No Pod. That's what we're just
Just
trying
an
to.
arm.
We're
Just
trying to
got an
guess.
arm.
one arm,
That's
one
it.
leg, and
No, both.
nothing?
Also, you lost your basket that you.
Oh, piss.
Damn.
I was quite proud of that.
Okay, new plan. It's getting dark. Derek Starfucker might return to this camp. So we're gonna lie in ambush, we're gonna patch our wounds, we're gonna eat, we're gonna keep an eye out, keep watch.
Do you guys want to do a deception?
Does it involve your costumes?
Please help! We're under boot royalty. You've just crashed.
I'm already in full costume. I wouldn't even need to roll.
Sounds good.
How are you going to set a trap?
Well, I brought with me some mines and grenades. That's what I put on my shopping
Mines like
list.
grenades.
Yep. So I guess we'll put some mines around outside.
Okay.
I'll just scatter some mines.
Is the ship still on fire, or is it?
It's still kind of
in
like
the
it's
direction of where
smouldering.
Derek Starfucker's tracks went, in case they come back along those same tracks.
Okay, I'm gonna lay down in the mud at the center of the camp, dressed as a princess from Naboo, and I'm gonna start pleading for help, just as a deception, to try to lure them back quicker. Maybe make them a little bit unaware of what's going on, and then you guys can lie in ambush with the mines and grenades. And stuff.
I do worry about the large predator above our heads.
I'm royalty.
So you lie there, crying
no avail.
out, and suddenly you hear like a swoosh, and the caw of a blood eagle flies down and just digs its claws into you and starts just pecking away at this wounded hut.
And whatever you
A
do,
wounded princess.
don't act too quickly. I would like to take this time to again use my blow dart to see if I can sedate the blood eagle. So I need a yellow and 2 greens. How hard is this?
So you're probably at close range. So it'll be like a purple, and because it's so ferocious, you are going to have a setback dice, which is a black dice, squawking around.
It is a success with a threat.
So you hit this thing, and it's disorientated. So this thing is quite big. It's got like I don't know, maybe like a 6 meter wingspan.
Hard to miss.
And it is funked into, and it looks distressed by this.
It remembers
Its movement's slow a little.
Daddy's home.
You see it have a momentary flashback,
So already it's startled.
and it cries out.
Do we know what gender it is?
Yes, that's quite clearly a male.
Sure, he probably knows.
While it's disoriented, can I
You can introduce it to
Punch it. Yeah.
hit it
Holy
in the
shit.
balls?
Hit it in the balls.
in its
In its bird balls.
calacary.
Bird balls.
In his bird balls.
Cool. So it'll be 2 purples. You can have a bonus because it's being distracted and is a little bit stunned by the blow dart.
Going right to
Just
the
hit it.
calaca.
Going
Go on.
for the calakas.
Oh wow.
Wow, that is a fail.
Cool. You punch it and it lets go of you. It just swoops up and is like flapping
Good.
in the air.
At least it let go of me.
Okay,
It's no
Amiibo.
longer. Blam. Roll me a shoot.
Shooty.
This is just a single purple.
Oh, really? Right,
Like this thing's quite big and it's quite
definitely getting
close.
shot. Definitely getting shot.
Definitely
5.
getting shot.
5 successes and an advantage.
It's roasted.
No, it's man.
He's back
It's
on the menu, boys.
you shoot it and the shot fires straight through one of its wings. It flops down onto the floor. It looks injured
Phase
and
2.
furious, so angry.
Hell yeah! We're gonna eat good tonight. Let's crush this thing.
Okay, let's do it. That's
You
okay.
get an action now if you like.
And I smoke a death stick.
Just light up a death stick.
Just like,
Fucking hell.
fucking hell. Jesus, these animals.
Christ.
It as the person who did the most hurts on it, it starts charging straight towards you. And is going to get a chance to attack you.
Okay. See how it can do against Amiibo's lightning reflexes. Oh!
Oh my.
Oh my god. It gets a triumph and 5
Full
hits
success.
For success.
back. No,
It's about to shred Amiibo.
6 success.
He's only got
and
7
a triumph.
health.
Yeah.
With
So
advantage.
that's 8 damage.
Yep.
And it is now on top of you, just bird beaking your face. It is pulling meat off your face. What do you think its triumph should be? What really good thing has just happened for this bird?
I don't want to say it, but I feel as though it has some mates. The blood is starting to cool down its friends.
Unless anyone has any interjections. So
Well, I
a
think
triumph means
also
something really fucking
it
good
turns
has
out
happened.
it's not a male and it's a female. It just lays an egg, which is a much more easy to deal with.
It's very lucky. It didn't realise it was pregnant.
It's been trying for a long time.
You can make out the shape of a partner,
Oh my gosh.
just circling down in a speed attack dive towards your group.
Normally they're made this way, linking talons and plunging to the ground.
Okay, there's only one thing
consummating
for
their
it.
bird fuck.
I use my charm skill, okay, to charm the bird. And hopefully
The new
this
one,
will
gain an
pay
ally.
off. And then the new one will be so jealous that it will focus on me because I am a beast who can tank this damage while hopefully my team do something.
It will be 2 purples and a red that you're charming against.
Is that
I
going?
got 2 yellows though, 2 purples and
So
a
what are,
red.
you, what are you going to say to it? How are you going to charm?
say-
So this thing is currently plucking bits
Yeah.
off of Amiibo's face.
Can it be like?
I do a-
Can it? Oh no. never
I
mind.
do a really loud squawk and everything goes quiet. And the bird stops plucking for a second and turns around. And then I go. And then I'm trying to woo it into mating. I'm gonna check my costume bag for a blood eagle costume.
Unfortunately, it's a princess costume. It'll have to
You find a new princess costume.
And then you're going to try and charm it.
Holy shit.
It's a
Oh,
fail,
it's a
actually.
triumph.
It's a triumph, but the triumphs don't count if you don't succeed. So
Okay.
it does not succeed. It is just an advantage fail.
Okay, drops part of Amiibo's nose that just flops down onto his face, and it just turns and looks at you, chittering its beak in a fighting style fashion. One of its wings is limp from the blaster shot that hit it.
Well, at
Okay.
least I got it off of Amiibo.
That's good. And I'm gonna follow up with a blaster, with a blow dart, because we need to take this one down before this other one gets on us. Success.
You got success, yeah.
It is staggering. This thing looks dazed and furious, and it's not in a good way.
Yeah, Amiibo, just shrug it, just as if he didn't have any damage at all. Because Amiibo just gives no shits. Steps
It's on
up.
2 health.
Steps up like behind this bird, just like he killed the dog earlier.
Oh, just gun to the back of the head.
Right, so Amiibo's done it a lot.
Point blank.
Executes the bird. Cool. Roll. You can have a blue dice.
This is for blue X.
Hey Amiibo, we're gonna eat that in a
bird
bit. Be
execution.
careful, don't ruin
We've
it.
got another one coming down. We've got to scare it off.
No
so we
one
can kill
wants to
it
eat the
in horrific fashion.
That's the quick. No one wants to eat the head.
It's dead.
That is
Two success with
5 advantage.
yeah.
advantage. Holy shit.
Holy fuck. Okay, yeah, gun to the back of the head. You shoot it, and its brains just explode. Just blood goes everywhere.
Get a
It's
bit on my face.
decapitated. You hear the caw of the other bird.
I point at it, I'm like, bring it on!
It swoops down, and in a very terrifying kind of lands. It's this thing is much bigger, so you would know that the females of blood
Even
eagles
larger.
are maybe 50% larger. This thing is an absolute monster of a bird.
What's more,
And
it's in heat.
it lands to stare at you. I can see that you've just killed its partner. There is the
Newly single?
most infinitesimally quiet click, and then kaboom! The bird lands on one of the mines you placed earlier. Wings and bits just land everywhere. This explosion echoes through the jungle. Birds fly from every treetop around. And then just a quiet falls across the clearing.
I'm just gonna start eating it raw.
We are hungry.
Yeah, I think this.
Amiibo, mate, you alright? You look pretty.
I think he
you look
needs
pretty
some
fucked
serious-
up. Your face is dripping.
Hanging off.
Off your face.
I've had way worse than this.
No, yeah, you
There
have.
was this time on
Oh,
Tatooine.
he's gonna do it now.
And my whole body.
Oh yeah.
Lost my whole
Wait,
dick
it all came
and
off.
my balls.
It all came
You
off.
heard about this?
Yeah, I
then?
know. Yeah, you told me about that a lot. It's quite a harrowing story.
Were the eagles carrying any form of salvage that I can have off them? Can I? Do they have a
There's a lot-
dagger or a vibro knife? Or something?
Actually,
Is there any perps?
a lot of
Did any of them have a bazooka or
a lot of
spaceship?
natives,
Yes.
so natives of there would use their talons as knives because they are razor sharp.
So I will take some of the talons.
And so
And-
great warriors would wear them because to kill one in hand-to-hand combat is
Exactly, and I played a part in it. So I take the talon and I'll bind it up in some of the flesh, so to make
Some
some
sinew.
sort of handle.
cool.
So now I have a talon I got 2 of them,
Nice.
and I can use them for shaving, or
That's perfect.
shaving.
Or shaving.
So-
Amiibo puts the pin back in the grenade that he had in his hand.
Oh,
Puts it back on the belt. Oh boy. Let's get the feast in. Yeah.